You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Welcome, everybody, to episode number 7 of the Cafeteros podcast. I am your host, Daniel Garan, alongside me, as always, Mr. Jorge Torres. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you? Good morning.
I'm good. I'm good. Counting down the days. We got, less than 40 days now for the World Cup to begin. I got my panini. I got my book finally.
Yeah,
Uh,
enjoy while you can.
yeah.
I,
It's
I meant to tell you that. Enjoy while you can.
Why?
Have you not heard?
No.
Apparently FIFA and their contract with Panini is expiring, I think, after 2030.
Oh, and they went with tops.
Yeah.
That's right. So the last panini is probably going to be in 2030.
2030 or 2031, I think, because of the girls.
Yeah, but the World Cup paninis.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. I didn't realize. I didn't put that together. Fanatics is ruining things because they're monopolizing everything. Bueno.
Sorry, I
So
didn't mean to burst your bubble, right?
no. I mean, you did a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I still got I got one more World Cup to look forward to with my kids in that. Then, talking cafeteros abroad. I guess we could start with James. James in Minnesota. I feel like he is usually the talking point, but not too much to say. He didn't play last week. His teammate Pereira is playing well. They play the same position, so I think they've chosen to go with Pereira over James more than anything because James probably won't be there after the World Cup. So why give him minutes when they have somebody that's contributing that actually will be there past the World Cup? So if
It's time to
if
wake
Ham
up.
yeah no if James doesn't, I have to actually wait for my kids. If James doesn't get consistent playing time or large amounts of playing time in the next 4 to 5 matches, how are you feeling with him in the World Cup? Because that one game where he did start in the regular season, I thought he
It's
looked
great.
amazing. So I wanted to see that for 4 or 5 matches in a row. I don't know if we're gonna get the chance to see that.
I don't even think we're going to get a chance to see that because according to the Twitter streets of Colombia, they start camp on next week. So I don't know if they're going to get called in or they're going to give them some time before that.
I think they'll give him time.
I think they'll give them time. But I mean, like, I don't know. This one felt forgivable. You know what I mean? This one felt forgivable. If this was premeditated, this was pre-scheduled. This was, I mean, what can you say? You know, is this according to the reports? This was a pre-scheduled, no injury-related medical exam. I'm gonna assume it was just a physical. I don't know, whatever. But to me, this one's forgivable as long as it's just to what he's saying. I remember he put out talked to somebody after the LAFC game. He says, "I feel good, I'm ready to go," and no, that and I just take him for his word. But um, I can't hate it if if he's feeling that way.
You know, to some players that actually did play this week. We start with, I guess, the biggest game, right? The one that a lot of Colombians were looking at. Luis Diaz, Bayern get eliminated by PSG. It ended early, really, because PSG scored really early in the game, and that
I don't think it ended early. It was just it got decided early. That's the difference.
was fair. But PSG, it wasn't the same game right in that first game, that back and forth exciting. No, PSG knew what they had, especially once they scored that first early goal. They weren't going to take any chances. Bayern doesn't score until the 90 something minute to try to pull one back, but it was too late. Bayern gets eliminated, and Luis Diaz and just about everybody in Bayern didn't really have much effectiveness in that game.
No, that was like the most controversial, one of the most controversial games. I still don't understand
Was
that.
officiating?
Yeah, this I at this point I don't understand what a handball is. At this point, there's so many variables to that. But whatever. I mean, like, look, Lucha tried his best. I feel like he was also one of the ones actually trying to make something happen, but it was to no avail. But that doesn't take away from the insane season he's had.
No, not at all. Um, so he's had a great season. I think he's in the best form of anybody entering the team. Our question mark's always been striker. Luis Suarez has really been quiet over the last couple of months, but the last since we last recorded, he's playing 2 games, and in those 2 games, he scored 2 goals and he has 2 assists. So he's waking up, hopefully right at the right time. His last game on Football, I believe he had a 9.1 rating. Uh, John Arias, always consistent. Richard Rios scored a goal this week for Benfica. He's looking good so far. When I look at Richard Rios, I feel comfortable with what's coming. When I look at Luis Diaz, I feel comfortable. Luis Suarez, not as much. John Arias, I feel like he is always consistent. Like you don't have to. He's not going to
He's not
win
gonna
you a
do
game,
anything
but he's
crazy.
not gonna, right. He's not going to do anything to lose you a game. He's going to be consistent. He might score a goal here and there. I'm feeling it so far decent. Um, Now with James, that's a question mark. And then the other European finalists, Daniel Muñoz and Lerma, were in the semifinal of the Europa Conference Championship
Conference
League or
league,
something, like
conference
Conference League. And they went ahead and Lerma didn't get in the game until he was like the 88th minute, so he really didn't have much of an impact. But Daniel Munoz played a great game.
league.
Daniel Munoz has been looking like one of, if not the best, right back in the EPL, which is saying a lot because that is largely considered the best league in the world. And Daniel Munoz has looked great. Daniel Munoz has me really optimistic coming up with this World Cup, and I think him and Richard Rios, both of those guys are probably getting ready to make big moves this summer.
I mean, it. I've been seeing everywhere that he's getting linked to Manchester United.
Richard Rios.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
I think Daniel Munoz might make a big move also because he's been balling out also.
I mean, we'll see what happens after that because he's still at Crystal Palace. I don't know what his contract situation looking like, but
Mm.
I mean, who know? I don't know. Do you make? No, you don't. But you don't make Champions League if you win Conference League, right?
No.
Okay, no. So I mean, he has a chance to still end his season here with silverware, which that's great, and he's absolutely crushing it as well.
He has one more year in his contract after this year.
Yeah, but you don't want to just play on a contract here.
No. So he's gonna wanna I would imagine that look, he's about to be 30 years old. He's 29. If you're gonna get a big contract and play for a big team, this is your chance. And I
Mm.
think if he has a good World Cup, this is his chance. Um, and I really do think that him and Richard Rios are outside of obviously Lucho Diaz, are the two that I feel the most confident in, and I think that we can rely on them the most. Now the rest of the team over this week, Mojica apparently had a good game. Davinson Sanchez,
I don't know why. I never seen it. I never saw
I
anything on.
I didn't watch him or Lukemi's game. Lukemi apparently played okay. Davinson Sanchez, I'm just going based off of what I saw statistically, and it looked like he had a terrible game. I'm not sure what the hell he did, but I feel pretty good with the back line. I've never worried about the back line much. And then Camilo Vargas is still playing consistently well at Atlas.
Okay, the other day, like from where am I tripping?
No, I don't know if it was last week though or 2 weeks ago, but yes, it
Yeah.
did. I think we talked about it last game.
Mm.
And then the last person that we haven't talked about is Cucho. Cucho Hernandez has been playing very well as of late. He scored. I want to say he
Unfortunately,
scored
they lost of Europe, kicked out of Europa League. So
right, which would have been nice, right? Because we would have had. I mean, we had in our starting line we had Daniel Munoz in the semifinal of Europa conference. We had Cucho in the semifinals of Europa, and then we had Luis Diaz in the finals of the champions. And unfortunately, only Daniel Munoz moved on, but Cucho has been looking really good as of late, and I'm starting to wonder: do you think he gets the call up, or even gets considered for the call up for the World Cup? Because I really do think that he would be someone great to have.
he would be a good backup nine versus somebody like Cordova and
And,
Borre.
am I misremembering, or didn't Cordoba get injured?
I have not seen that, or am I? That's a quick Google search. If
Yeah.
I
But I do think that Cucho would be absolutely great to have, um, and I just don't know if he's going to get the call up because I feel like he hasn't gotten it very often. So I do think that he's a very versatile striker that hasn't gotten enough chances. John Cordoba, no, he played yesterday. No, I don't know why I thought that he got injured. He played yesterday. So Cucho, I really hope that he gets the call up because I think that he gives you something that other strikers on this team don't. I think he's versatile. He can go and he can play out wide if you need to, right? He's a very versatile player, and I don't know. I Lucho Suarez's struggles recently have worried me a little bit. They worried me. I think I would love Kucho to get a chance.
I mean, we know how the quality that Cucho brings, and look, I mean, like he provides a spark at least when he has come on, and I don't see why he isn't at least have consideration to get a call up for World Cup at least.
So, and then I'll end it with this. Since we're talking about strikers, I saw some people on las redes sociales talking about John Duran and why maybe we don't give him an opportunity. So I decided to go back and look to see how he's been doing recently over there in Russia. And how many games? I think in the last 10 games, he's only played in half of them. He's come on for less than 10 minutes in most of them.
He ain't done
And
a damn thing.
and and he hasn't scored since March 18th. His I've never seen a Colombian player flame out as quickly as he did.
This is the fall off of all fall offs. I have no idea why.
No, because I remember they were wearing the Centenario kit, and he had scored a goal, and I was like, wow, we got a striker again, right? Since Falcao, we haven't had a striker like him. I was really excited, and man, like it's a fall off. I would have if you told me back then, I would have never thought that he's not even a consideration for the World Cup just 2 years later. But he's not. Nobody's even considering that.
Which is unbelievable because he's insanely good. I mean, and the quality that he brings as just a talent in itself is top quality. Pero I mean, whether he's fallen off from the team, which is just his plays, or which is just the performance on the pitch. Good God, this is just rough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's gotten really bad. All right. You got any final words there, Jorge?
Final words? No. We now have your days with Panini are over, and we have an updated, much better song that we can
Oh
actually
yes.
enjoy.
Thank
Our
goodness.
queen has come to save us
Yeah.
from the shackles of Jelly Roll.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God. And I haven't heard it. Like, everybody's talking about a teaser. I haven't even heard the teaser yet, but I have heard people talking about it on Twitter. So when does it drop? Does it drop
No,
this
she
week?
dropped the teaser, but the actual song drops next week on the 14th.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll show it to you when
Yeah. No, no, yeah, because we'll get copywritten if you play it now. Um, but yes, I thank goodness because she's gonna bring something that's at least enjoyable. Not like I don't hate the Jelly Roll song, but it just has it doesn't really I don't know, it doesn't excite you, right? Like it doesn't get you ready to play. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and that's it. All right, we'll be back next week to keep talking more cafeteros abroad. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening to the end. Please 5 stars in a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week to talk more cafeteros. So until the next one, have a good one.